the hidden family drama behind Hollywood's golden boy. Brad Pitt is more than just a Hollywood icon. To millions, he's a leading man with charm, talent, and a magnetic screen presence. But behind the flashing cameras and blockbuster success lies a story rarely discussed, a story about his mother, Jane Pitt. While the world obsessed over Brad's romances, Jane reportedly struggled with them in private. Her concerns weren't about his fame, but about the women who entered and sometimes shook his life. So why did Jane Pitt reportedly have such mixed feelings about her son's love life? The answer is a fascinating mix of family values, clashing personalities, and deep maternal instincts. This is the side of Brad Pitt's journey the tabloids only scratch the surface of. And tonight, you'll finally see the human drama behind Hollywood's golden boy. Jane Pitt, the quiet force in Brad's life. Before Hollywood, Brad Pitt was just a boy from Springfield, Missouri. His mother, Jane Pitt, was deeply involved in her children's upbringing. She was protective, traditional, and guided by faith and family. Jane saw Brad's rise in Hollywood as both a blessing and a challenge. Fame brought fortune, but it also attracted women who lived lifestyles far different from Jane's values. From the beginning, she worried that Brad's heart could be swept away by the glamour of Hollywood romance. Her maternal instincts told her that not all glitters were gold, especially in Hollywood. And as Brad's career skyrocketed, her fears would soon be put to the test. Jennifer Aniston, the daughter-in-law she adored. When Brad married Jennifer Aniston in 2000, Jane reportedly felt at ease. Jennifer was America's sweetheart, loved by fans and adored by her in-laws. Jane and Jennifer's relationship was warm and genuine. They bonded over family traditions, holidays, and private time away from the cameras. In Jane's eyes, Jennifer represented stability and sincerity. Many close to the family say Jane saw Jennifer as the perfect match for Brad, a woman who could anchor him despite Hollywood's chaos. To Jane, Jennifer wasn't just Brad's wife, she was another daughter. But what seemed like a fairy tale would soon unravel in front of the whole world. The Jolie effect, a clash of worlds. When Brad starred alongside Angelina Jolie in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, the world noticed their electric chemistry. Soon after, Brad and Jennifer divorced, and Brad and Angelina's relationship became the most talked about romance in Hollywood. But Jane Pitt's reaction was complicated. Reports suggest she admired Angelina's humanitarian work, but struggled with the way Brad's relationship began. The overlap between Jennifer and Angelina made headlines, and Jane found herself caught in the tension. For a mother who valued commitment, the whirlwind shift was hard to process. It felt to her like Brad had traded stability for chaos. And from that moment, Jane's trust in Brad's love life was shaken. Standing by Angelina, the unexpected twist. What surprised many, however, was that Jane didn't shut Angelina out. Over the years, she was often photographed with Angelina and the children, smiling and engaged. Insiders claim Jane worked hard to keep peace for the sake of her son and grandchildren. She attended birthdays, holidays, and even public events with Angelina by her side. The strain of Brad and Angelina's turbulent relationship. Brad and Angelina's romance wasn't just about love. It was about media storms, global travels, and eventually very public fights. Jane reportedly found the chaos overwhelming. She watched as her son was scrutinized in tabloids, his parenting questioned, his career overshadowed by personal drama. To Jane, it felt like Brad was caught in a storm he couldn't escape. Her maternal instinct told her this relationship carried more pain than joy. The divorce that broke more than one heart. When Brad and Angelina announced their split in 2016, the news shook the world. For Jane, it was bittersweet. On one hand, she hoped Brad would find peace. On the other, she worried about the toll it would take on her grandchildren. Court battles, custody fights, and endless media coverage kept Brad under a microscope. Jane reportedly hated watching her son drag through the mud. She wanted him to heal, but Hollywood wasn't going to make it easy. And beneath it all, she feared history was repeating itself. Brad searching for love in places that would leave him broken. The divorce didn't just scar Brad, it scarred the family that surrounded him. Rumors, rebounds, and Jane's watchful eye. After the divorce, Brad was linked to several high-profile women, some true, some just tabloid fiction, but Jane remained cautious. She wanted Brad to focus on his children and his recovery, not get swept up in another media circus. Friends close to the family revealed that Jane urged him to take his time before committing again. Behind the scenes, Jane Pitt was like a quiet compass, hoping her son would finally find a love rooted in stability rather than scandal. But in Hollywood, even whispers can become wildfire, and every rumor kept Jane on edge. The Jennifer Aniston reunion rumors. Few stories captured the public's imagination more than the rumors of Brad reconnecting with Jennifer Aniston years after their divorce. When they were photographed together at award shows, fans went wild. Reports claimed Jane was thrilled at the possibility. To her, Jennifer wasn't just an ex, she was family. The idea of Brad finding comfort in a familiar, trusted love gave Jane hope. But Hollywood thrives on speculation, and nothing concrete ever came of it. Still, the thought of Brad and Jennifer rekindling always put a quiet smile on Jane's face. For Jane, that hope was like a warm light in a story filled with shadows. Today, a mother still hoping for her son's happiness. Now in his 60s, Brad Pitt remains one of the most eligible men in Hollywood. Yet Jane Pitt's reported struggles remain the same. She worries not about his fame, but about his heart. Her dream is simple: to see her son find lasting peace with someone who truly understands him. Not a whirlwind romance, not a tabloid frenzy, but a partner who brings him stability. Even after decades, Jane's influence on Brad is undeniable. And if there's one voice Brad still listens to, it's his mother's. Behind the star, there's still a son searching for the happiness his mother always wanted for him. Why Jane Pitt's struggles resonate with us all. So why does Jane Pitt's reported struggle with Brad's love life matter? Because it's relatable. At the end of the day, fame doesn't shield anyone from family dynamics. Jane's concerns mirror those of mothers everywhere, wanting the best for their children, fearing their heartbreak, and hoping they choose partners who lift them higher. A Hollywood star, a mother's heart. From Jennifer Aniston to Angelina Jolie, from whirlwind romances to public heartbreaks, Brad Pitt's love life has been a headline for decades. But behind every headline was a mother, Jane Pitt, quietly worrying, loving, and hoping her son would find true happiness. And maybe that's the real story here. Behind the superstar adored by millions is still someone's child, with a mother who only wants the best for him. As fans, we may see the glitz and the glamour, but Jane Pitt reminds us that even Hollywood legends are never too big for a mother's love or her concern. And that's why Jane Pitt reportedly struggled with Brad Pitt's love life. Not out of judgment, but out of the purest love of all, a mother's. Thank you for watching this deep dive into Jane Pitt's reported struggles with Brad Pitt's love life. If you found the story as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more untold Hollywood family dramas.